All right, so every year I try to do a top 10 most comfortable sneakers video, and this year was a pretty revolutionary year. We've seen crazy leaps and bounds for the technology in sneakers. Super foams have been crazy, but I wanted to give you guys my top 10 most comfortable sneakers based on my personal choice. Now, that's not going to match everybody else's personal choice, so wanted to throw that out there. I will let you guys know whether or not some of these shoes are more cushioned or not. So it's not necessarily the ones that are the most cushioned versus the ones with the least cushion. It's more of the whichever ones that I find the most comfortable. Some of them have max stacks of cushion, some of them have smaller stacks of cushion, but overall functionality and stuff plays a part as well. But again, this is my list. If you guys want to buy any of these sneakers that I'm going to be talking about in this video, they'll be linked in the description of the video. And if you guys do use my links for any of the products, it does give me a little bit of a kickback. Directly supports the channel when you guys do that. Can't thank you guys enough for anybody that does that. But without waiting any further, let's go ahead and jump right in because there is a lot to cover. So starting these off, we're going with a number 11 spot. This is going to be a runner-up, but this is the Adidas Ultraboost 5X. This is a really comfortable model of the Adidas Ultraboost, and in my opinion, the most comfortable version of the Adidas Ultraboost that we've had thus far, which says a lot because the original Ultraboost was kind of like the creme de la creme of comfort sneakers. So it's crazy that this one just falls outside of a top 10, but main reason why is I feel like there is lots of other stuff out there that is worth looking at. That doesn't mean you should skip these. If you guys can get these on sale, even better. I've posted them on sale anytime they come for close to $100 or so. $135 is usually the going price point when they're on sale. But they retail at $180. Fit is true to size in my opinion, and they are very comfortable. They have this crazy torsion system inside that does that crazy spring back. Definitely a good choice for those people that are looking for something that's casual, athleisure-like, something that you can actually run in, but also wear casually. Overall, I've really enjoyed the Adidas Ultraboost 5X. They have a couple different versions of them. I have a new trail version that I'll be reviewing really soon on this channel this month. But this thing is a tried and true, just a winner in my opinion, and probably one of the best deals that you can get that has a higher retail price, but you can get it much lower than retail. I feel like this has the most flexibility in the price point. But number 11 spot. So the number 10 spot for me is actually going to go to the Hoka Skyflow. Now this is a really nice, comfortable model as well. If you guys have tried the Cliftons in the past, that's typically the one that I always recommend because I think the Clifton has been the most comfortable pair to date. But I will say that the Skyflow overall feels a little bit softer and squishier on feet than even the Cliftons do, in my opinion. And they retail at $150. They do fit true to size, and overall bang for the buck. This thing is a very comfortable pair of sneakers. Now Hoka does have a more premium version called the Skyward, I believe, but it's okay. It's definitely bigger, softer, squishier. If you need the max cushion, go with that model. But overall, the price point was like $225 or something like that. It was just way more expensive than it needed to be, and you get a lot of cushion in this model, in my opinion. So super comfortable for those people that just need something that's very cushioned. If you don't like the overall cushioning of this, then always go back to the Cliftons. In my opinion, the Clifton 9 is amazing. But number 10 spot. Number 9 spot is going to go to the Asics Novablast 4. Now this is a model that I believe is a late model now. They have a Novablast 5 that I need to actually get. But the Novablast 4 is actually really good. It's a great all-around pair of sneakers, comfortable, lightweight, and the cushioning on this midsole is excellent. If you want something a little bit more max cushion than this, then the other one that was going to be on my countdown was going to be the Gel Nimbus 26. I don't know where my pair is. I can't find it though. Now the Gel Nimbus 26 runs at $160, fits true to size. The Asics Novablast 4 runs at $140 and fits true to size. So Gel Nimbus 26, I would say, is also the better option for the max cushion, but for all day, every day sort of stuff, the Novablast 4 features FF Blast Plus on the midsole. Again, very soft, very nice overall feeling on feet. The number 8 spot on the countdown goes to the Saucony Hurricane 24. This is a really soft, squishy, comfortable pair of sneakers as well. Definitely a max cushion contender for those people that want a max cushion shoe. I wore these quite a bit and enjoyed wearing them. I mean, just insane amounts of feel underfoot. This does feature the Power Run Plus PB in the midsole. Very good overall. A little bit firmer to the touch in the hand, but when you put it on feet, you definitely feel a nice amount of squishiness when you're walking around. And again, max cushion goodness for you on these. Now the fit is true to size in my opinion as well. They do have regular and wide versions though for those wondering, which is fantastic, and they do retail at $160. This could easily be a top 5, top 3 contender for people for comfort sneakers for sure. Max cushion, top 5 list probably as well. But overall, I don't love the fork tongue of the shoe. That kind of throws me off a little bit. The support is actually really good, even though you have such a huge max stack of cushioning. There's just better things out there that I like, even smaller stacks that I just found more I guess wearable. But it's still a really solid contender, so nobody be offended that this is the number 8 spot. Super good, definitely worth a look if you're a Saucony fan. Check out my review of these. And I feel like this is a great offering, one of the best offerings that I've actually reviewed from Saucony. And I've had quite a few models through the years max cushion vibes though for this one, and I really enjoyed it. Number 7 spot for myself goes to the Puma MagMax, and this is gonna be a one that people are gonna be mad about too. Don't be offended that this is only like a 7 to me. This could be absolute number 1 to you, because this thing is incredible. The midsole is insane. You have the Nitro foam in here. It's plentiful, it's wide. It's an insane, insane ride when you put it on feet. Very, very comfortable. Definitely a max cushion contender, top 3, top 5 again. I like the overall tongue fit of this one much better than the Saucony version, and in my opinion, these are softer than the Sauconys. The upper is no bells and whistles, but the midsole is where this thing shines, and it definitely shines bright. Very wide base on the bottom as well. So it hits a lot of the boxes for those people looking for a max cushion shoe. Comfortable, kind of lightweight-ish, and just overall a very functional pair. But it's just a lot of cushioning, so it's not necessarily the go-to for somebody every single day, because the cushioning again is so massive, unless you really need that max cushion every single day. Personally, I enjoy max cushion. It's like a treat to have. You wear them and you're like, wow, that was crazy. But I don't necessarily want that for every single day all the time. So it's nice to be able to have a little bit of variety, and that's why this one falls in a little bit of a lower place over some of the other ones that I prefer. Next on the countdown, and one that you did not see in the thumbnail because I couldn't find the box, which is a testament to the shoe because I didn't keep the box for this one. This is the On Cloud Surfer, and this is my favorite model that I've tried from On thus far. Now, there's a lot of newer ones out there that I probably need to try, but this is the one that I go back to. I love the overall comfort of the On Cloud Surfers, and I like the tongue, the fact that it's just kind of a regular standard tongue. The upper is, you know, engineered mesh and stuff like that, but the midsole is definitely soft and squishy, comfortable. They do have different models that have like a much larger cushion stack on them than these, but this is just the one that I prefer. So it's definitely a preference thing when it comes down to it. And then the tilts are out there as well, which I think are really nice, but I do actually prefer these over the tilts, just the overall comfort on my feet. I prefer the overall feel for these. The On technology is pretty interesting. The columns definitely squish down when you're walking around, and they've done a good job like just bringing out like innovative stuff to the market, which has definitely taken up a lot of market share from other big box brands out there in the last couple of years. I went to Disney World recently, and a lot of people's feet, they were wearing On Cloud shoes. Now, I think that the confusing part is there's so many different versions, like people don't know which ones to get. They're like, oh yeah, On sneakers, and then they just get a pair. They're not necessarily the most comfortable pairs out there. They're kind of just more like everyday sort of pairs. It's just any pair is what they go with. I probably need to do more deep dives with On in 2025. Hopefully I can get some of the other pairs out there, because I really do like these ones better than some of the other ones, but the tilts are excellent as well. For those people that are looking at just a little bit more rigid feeling, these just felt like a lot more comfortable for me just personally. But On Running doing some awesome things. These I would say fit true to size again. Pretty much all of them for me. I'm 9.5. They all fit pretty much 9.5 true to size for me. But these I would say fit true to size. But the Surfers cost $150. They also do have a water resistant version that is definitely worth looking at. If you guys didn't see, I did a review of those as well. I like those quite a bit. On Cloud tilts are about 160, so pick your poison. All of them are going to be very good. So number 5 spot to me actually goes to the Nike Pegasus Plus. Now, I know this isn't the most comfortable one out there for most people out there. Some people find this like very, very minimal comfort, which is true. It's not as felt as all of the other ones that I've already mentioned. However, there's something about this model that brings me right back to it, and I love the overall comfort and the feel of this model. And once again, this is the Nike Pegasus Plus. I believe this was going to be the Pegasus Turbo 3, but maybe they just changed it up. They wanted it to be different. They retail at $180, but you can get them on sale for a little bit less. It does feature a fly-knit upper as well, and I love the look of the shoe. It just definitely brings me back to the original Pegasus Turbos. Maybe there's a nostalgia factor for me, because the original Pegasus Turbos when it came out was a game changer for me. The dual density foam on the midsole, it was a top like tier contender for comfortable sneakers every single year for me over and over again, and this really delivers like a new modern version of that. Again, it's not anything crazier than the other shoes that I already showed you, but there's a soft spot in my heart for this shoe right here. I love this colorway specifically, and I think it looks great, and overall it is definitely a comfortable pair. Nike's kind of been slacking when it comes to the comfort shoes. I think they're going to be making up for it in 2025. We didn't see a new Invincible run this year, so this shoe actually takes the place of the Invincible run for me, even though it is not as max cushion as the Invincible run. So if you want something that is Nike based and more comfortable than these, or just basically more cushioning, then you can go with the Invincible run. Personally, I'd choose these over the Invincible run for dailies and stuff. I just think it is an overall just better fit for my foot, even though it is not as max stack a cushion. So comfort is subjective depending on who you are. And even though this is a smaller stack, and I do prefer larger stacks of cushioning a lot of the times, and this is one of those cases where I really like the overall fit and feel of this shoe over even like the Invincible run, which is traditionally the more comfortable shoe. So throwing that out there, trying to like clarify, because I know it might be confusing to some people. Like, why would Hess choose this as the most comfortable, but it's not comparison? For me, it is, again, just for the daily, but the max cushion element definitely goes to the Invincible Run. Anyway, an excellent shoe for those people that have tried these. I think it's a great shoe. It's a daily shoe that you can wear. If it's a one and done sort of thing, like you could wear these every single day and probably be better off than the Puma MagMax, because these are just more max cushion, and some people really can't do that every single day. It's more of a recovery sort of feel. This is soft enough, it's comfortable, but not so incredibly soft that you have to have tons of different footwear for your feet. This could be a one-stop shop. Same as like the Ultraboost. Both of these I think are really great. And I did a video comparison between these two, because I think that these two head-to-head, $180, are great options for those people that want one-stop shop with like, comfort and then just wearability overall. All right, so the next on the list is gonna go to a pair of Adidas, one that I keep going back to just because I'm just like blown away by how good this shoe is, considering it's just a regular shoe that just showed up online. I haven't heard anybody else talk about it, but overall, after trying so many, like dozens and dozens of different pairs of Adidas shoes and just footwear in general, these are very comfortable. And this is the AdiSTAR 3 from Adidas. This does feature this repetitor foam in the midsole, which is again something I think is cool from Adidas. There's so many different Adidas pairs out there that has, the swirl foam, and now we have the sponge foam, and then we have the Light Strike Pro and all these other things out there. But then this repetitor foam is a one-stop shop for this one model that I haven't really seen it anywhere else. But the way that they designed and sculpted the midsole, the fact that this is so soft and good on feet, I was just really, really drawn to the shoe. I've worn it a lot more than I anticipated this year. And that reason alone, I'm like, I got to put this in my top 10 list, because it's such a good value for what you're getting. This is, I think, the lowest retail price point out of all the shoes out here as well, at $130 retail. Now, I have not seen these on sale yet, but as soon as these start dropping in price and going on sale, I'll definitely be posting them, because it's, again, one of those like hidden gems, in my opinion, from the internet and from online that you just don't know about, that you try on and you go, okay, they're actually really, really good. If you did get a pair of these this year, leave a comment in the comment section. Let other people know what you guys think. Is it good, bad? Let them know how you feel, because overall, I'm very impressed with what they did with this model. I think the upper looks pretty cool. It's pretty standard. You have like kind of a dual gauge mesh over the upper, standard tongue. I wish it was a little bit more semi-gusseted, so the tongue holds its shape a little bit more, but the sculpting in the midsole is just functional, and it kind of like collapses when you are wearing these and stuff. And I think that they did a great job on these, and I don't know who at Adidas designed these, but just make it a little bit wider in the heel and stuff, and I think we'll have like a really fun pair going forward. But if you've tried the AdiSTAR 1 and 2, this is like crazy, crazy soft comparison to those ones. Those ones are like firm rockers. This is just such a treat for your feet. And I was very, very impressed with this at the price point of $130, which is why this made it into the countdown at the place it did. All right, number 3 spot on the list. It's crazy that we have to do this like this, but we have to go with the New Balance FuelCell Rebel V4. This is such an incredibly good shoe. Now, this is the Action Bronson collab. I have another one as well, the regular one. It's just such a comfortable shoe with a crazy midsole foam in here, felt in the heel and the forefoot. The FuelCell is just so soft and just responsive and stuff. It's definitely a shoe that's made to go fast. I mean, these are incredibly lightweight, and it has this phantom fit upper, which makes these extremely breathable as well. Summertime shoe, like this is the one I'm going to be wearing all summer next year, since I got this one so late. I really didn't get to wear it in the summer as much, but this is such a good product that I cannot wait to see what they do with a FuelCell Rebel V5. However, I'm a little nervous, because I feel like it's like, where can you go from this? The midsole is wide enough, and you could also get wider versions, so the toe box can be a little bit wider if you need. The upper is lightweight, breathable, like everything that you want from like a fast, very stylish looking runner. I mean, this is, I think, my favorite looking pair of New Balance to date. Just the overall style of the shoe. The geometric shapes in the midsole looks great as well. I absolutely love this shoe, but everything that this shoe offers for that $140 price point is insane. Definitely the most bang for the buck out of any shoe out here, in my opinion, especially if you're looking for something, again, lightweight and breathable. For the wintertime, it might not be the go-to because, it is a little bit too breathable, but spring, summer, this is definitely my favorite shoe, probably that I've worn like all year. Link in the description, again, if you're interested in buying these or any of the other ones out here. Appreciate you all for watching this video. All right, moving on to the number 2 spot in the countdown, and definitely one that threw me for a curveball this year, and we have this Brooks model. This is the Glycerin Max. Absolutely incredible. Like, this is one of those shoes that I was like, wait a minute, Brooks Glycerin Max? I saw the images, I was like, I must get that shoe, pre-ordered it, and I've got it, and I've been wearing it a ton, and it's insane. This is definitely a max cushion shoe, so this is a competitor with like the other heavyweights out here that I've already mentioned. I can't really mention a like most comfortable countdown without mentioning these, because my experience in these have been incredible. So typically the max cushion line like this, I don't wear every single day, like I said, but I did bring these to Disney World with me. I also brought my New Balance 1080 V14s, which I'll talk about in a second. But the crazy thing is I actually ended up wearing these every single day because I gifted my my father-in-law the New Balance 1080 V14s since he had kind of some beaters and his feet were hurting him. So I gave him the ones literally I was wearing. And then, so I was kind of dedicated to this because I only brought those two shoes every day. I was a little bit worried that this was going to be too max cushion for waiting in lines at Disney World, which we did quite a bit. We went to all 4 Disney parks and then one of them twice. So 5 days back to back to back of Disney parks, followed by Peppa Pig the last day. So we did parks for 6 days, and these are what I wore. And I'll tell you, I felt great. Like, they were so incredible. The cushioning was insane. There's so much forefoot cushioning in here, it's crazy. There's so much heel cushioning in here, it's crazy. The heel-toe transition is just like a straight up cushion ride all the way through. They're wide enough that you don't feel any wobbliness there as well. Honestly, I was very impressed with this and how it worked on feet for a vacation shoe. Again, I was worried just too max cushion, but it didn't feel like it was too max cushion. It felt incredible, and I'm happy that I had them along for the ride. Now, they do cost $200, which is on the higher end of the spectrum, but if you're looking for something that you want to just try and experience that looks and feels insane, like, this is definitely a good starting place. But the number 2 spot for myself, I was just like blown away again. I thought this would be a shoe that I wouldn't wear as much, and it's definitely a solid treat for your feet when you put these on. I love this DNA tune that they have on the midsole as well. The variation, you can see the 2 different types of foam in the outsole of the shoe. You can see underneath it. It looks like an egg yolk and like the egg basically. But I like the way that they fuse the 2 foams together. One's a little softer than the other. Both of them are incredible though, and honestly, very, very impressed with what Brooks has done with this model. I have a video comparing these to some other stuff that I'll be working on. I meant to do it a long time ago, but after my vacation, I definitely want to give these their flowers, and in my opinion, earned its way into the number 2 spot. All right, we made it to the number 1 spot. If you guys enjoyed the video, please take a second, like the video, subscribe, and if you guys are interested in checking out my other videos, feel free to do that as well. I appreciate you all for watching. So the number 1 spot is definitely a tough one for me because honestly, all these could be top 5 contenders. It's kind of not fair, to be honest, but New Balance has come out with some incredible stuff through the years, and I can safely say that they've actually like improved upon their products year over year. After rocking with them for so many years now, it's insane. Like, it's crazy where we're at. I started off with the New Balance 1080 V10. That was the first one where I was like, what is New Balance doing? They're doing something crazy. Fresh Foam X was incredible. Now you have new versions of Fresh Foam X that's softer and squishier. Just the overall experience on these are nuts. I actually went to give these away on Twitter for those wondering, but instead of sending him my pair, I actually ended up getting him a triple black pair directly to him, so hopefully he's enjoying those. But this is the 1080 V14, and it is a pretty incredible pair of sneakers as well. I would say that this is probably an overall better shoe than this one. That's why it's higher in the countdown, because this is more summer ready. This one's kind of year-round ready. It's just an all-around beast. If you're really looking for something comfortable, soft, squishy, but not crazy soft, squishy like some of the other stuff out here. But if you do want crazier, softer, squishier, and bigger stack, you do have the More V5s, which are also insane. So this is definitely like a max cushion contender, top 3 for sure, and it's $155, even cheaper than the $165 1080 V14. So both of these are easy, best top tier sort of stuff. I did want to mention the More V5s because it's incredible. And if you guys saw this video and I didn't include it, you guys would be like, dude, what about the More V5s? So I'm including it for those people that would have called me out for that. But those ones are incredible too. I would say that the 1080 V14s is really my number 1 spot for me. But I can't really say that without mentioning this shoe either, because both of these are kind of head to head for me, where I'm like, I don't know which one I like better. I mean, overall on feet, I think that the Balos is incredible good. And these retail at $200. They were on sale for $150. I think as of now, they're on sale for $160 over on New Balance's website. And hopefully you guys get them if they're on sale, because it's such a good shoe. But if you're looking for something a little bit more breathable, I would say that the Balos is a little bit more breathable. It's softer and squishier, I guess, than the 1080s as well, even though both of them are incredibly soft. And you do have a wider base in the heel. For those wanting a little bit more width in your shoe as well, this is an incredible shoe. But this is the only colorway available in the Balos. And if you're looking for something that's just more readily available in lots of different colorways, the 1080 V14 is going to be your go-to shoe. Now this has a triple black colorway and a white and black colorway as well. I need to buy the triple black colorway, but all in all, man, the 1080 V14 has every element that you really want for just an everyday trainer. It's basically like this Nike Pegasus. It's basically like, you know, the Adidas Ultraboost 5X. However, this is softer on feet. So it's kind of like a mid-level max cushion shoe that is also one that you can wear for every single day. And again, this is the one that I was primarily going to wear in Disney World the entire trip. I pivoted because the father-in-law had really, really sore feet and he needed something comfortable. So I gave him my pair and he really likes that pair quite a bit. So I'm glad I was able to help him out with a comfortable pair. But between these two, because they're both kind of like top tier contenders, it's really a preference thing. I kind of like the Balos just a little bit more because I do really like this brown colorway, and it is a little bit wider. It's a little bit softer as well. Just everything about the shoe I really, really like. But for functionality and stuff, everyday stuff and accessibility, I would say that the 1080 V14s are probably going to be everybody else's choice for number one. But overall, I mean, you have a lot of different pairs out here that are super comfortable. And I just want to like throw this out there. We're all super fortunate. If you're watching this video trying to determine which is the most comfortable shoes you're going to be wearing, dude, we're super, super fortunate. So I don't take anything for granted just because you're watching the video on YouTube. I don't take things for granted. I feel blessed that I'm even in a position to be able to like have these type of videos and make these type of fun videos that I really am passionate about and enjoy for you guys. But it's also something like, don't lose sight of the fact that we're super fortunate. If you have the option for footwear for your feet, you're in a really, really good spot. So, and most people buy like one pair a year, if not one pair every 3 to 5 years. Like this is not a normal thing, but it's fun for me to be able to share like my passion and my, my hobby with you guys and have made it into like, lifestyle in a sense where this is my day job now. But I appreciate you all for coming in and watching. If you guys do want to buy any of these shoes, again, link in the description. It'll take you over to their respective sites. That does contribute to my family when you guys do that type of stuff. It's greatly appreciated. I can't thank you guys enough for the constant support from 2024. And that's kind of my countdown, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. What is your favorite comfortable sneaker for 2024? And I appreciate y'all again. Have a good one, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content though. All right, peace guys.